So welcome back, traders. Here's a pre-analysis for the upcoming week. We're going to be having different analysis on different currency pairs, so stick around to the end of the video. So let's get right into the video. So we are currently on gold and price is already bullish. Price is bullish throughout last week. Price is making higher high and higher lows. So currently we are only looking for buys on gold. Sorry about that, I'm just clearing the chart. This was our trade for last week. If you have been trading with me for a while, we took this trade live. I dropped the analysis for you guys. We said we expected price to pull back, and this was the candle that pulled back. After the pullback, go into the trade and market fly up. So it's a simple analysis on gold. The overall trend is up already. So if you are not currently in the buy, you should either wait for price when the market opens to pull back again to the level and show us weak rejection, so that we can take the buy here, place our stop loss below the key level for a continuation up. Because even though the trend is up, any buys you take right now, the safest stop loss must be below the support level, below the last level that was formed. Because if you try to cheat the market and take the buy here and place your stop loss somewhere, around this level, there's a high chance price will pull back to this level and stop you out before going in your direction. So the safest way to do it is to wait for price to pull back, because when the market opens, there's a high chance we start identifying multiple weak rejection here. These are weak 4 hours worth of information. You can see the size of the candle and we have 4 weak rejection. So it's either the volume is depleting and there's a high chance price will pull back again to this level for liquidation before going up. So wait for the pullback to happen on gold. Take your buys here when giving the evidence through scaling down either to the 30 minutes or 15 minutes to get early sign of weak rejection, so that you can buy here and place your stop loss below the key level for a continuation up. That's the analysis for gold. So let's move on to the next pair, which will be on US oil. So on US oil, the trend is still up. Let's scale up to the 4-hour time frame. On US oil, the trend is up, so we're only looking for buys. The trend was down and price broke out of this level, so we expect a pullback, continuation up. The trend is up on gold. These are 4 hours candle. So let's scale down to the 1-hour time frame. So on the 1-hour time frame, as you can see, after the break of this last level by this 1-hour candle, price came back for a retest. This bearish 1-hour candle was the retest of that level, and we are now having the continuation up. So if you are not currently in the buy, as I always said, wait for price to pull back again to the key level. This is a very important tip. If you are going to be a consistent trader, always take your trades at key levels, because number one, it mitigates your risks and gives you a higher probability trade. So if you are not in the buy, when the market opens, wait for the pullback to happen back to this level, so that you can take the buy here and you have a more smaller and safer stop loss below the key level. Because the logic behind this is the trend is already up. As long as price is respecting this level, there's no point for price to come to break the level and stop you out. Because once price break below the level, we are no longer in the bullish trend, but the trend will be changing to being bearish. That's why our safest stop loss will be below the key level. As long as price is respecting the level, we are good for buys. So wait for the pullback to happen on US oil. Take your buys here, stop loss below the key level for a continuation back up. The trend is up on US oil. So let's check on the next pair. Will be pound JPY. So as you can see, most of the pairs, they are up. The market is up. So on pound JPY, the trend is also up. We're only looking for buying opportunity. Price broke out of this level. As you can see, price was respecting the level. We had multiple weak rejection. Whenever price pulled back to the level, but we had a strong candle close, 4-hour candle close above the level, and this validated our uptrend. After the close, what do we had? The next 2 candles came back for a retest. And let's scale down to the 1 hour so that you can see the retest. Okay, we're already on. Let's scale down to the lower time frame. So on the 30-minute, you can see the retest clearly. After the close of this candle, price pulled back to retest that level, and price consolidated for a while. Price, as you can see, the bearish momentum has depleted. You can see the size of the candle, and boom, the next bullish candle was very strong. So we expect price to continue up back to some of these highs. So the trend is up on pound JPY. So the same principle apply. If you are not currently in the buy, wait for the pullback to happen around this level so that you can take your buys here, stop loss below the key level for a continuation up. And if you don't know how to mark out your key levels, like your support, your resistance, if you don't know how to mark out your key levels, I have a forex trading mentorship program online where you learn all this and advanced strategy we use. So if you want to be part of that, check out the video description, chat me up. I will also offer a VIP signal group membership. We will drop higher probability setups and analysis daily on different pairs of your choice. So if you want to also be part of that, check out the video description, chat me up, you get added to the group. It's a paid membership group. So let's move on to the last pair, which should be on EURUSD. So this is our last pair for analysis, and last week we took this trade live. So if you have been trading with me, you remember the trade. It was a simple analysis, just basics, price action, wait for the pullback to happen, took the buy, and price flew up. So but to trade this now, let's clear out some of these notes so that we'll have a more fresh perspective. So remember, we always start our analysis using the higher time frame. So we are going to use the 4-hour to start our analysis. So let me scale up to the 4-hour time frame. So this is what our chart is going to look like. So the first thing you want to do is to identify the trend of the market. On this occasion, the trend is up, price is up also, price is making higher high and higher lows, so we're only looking for buys. So the next thing is to mark out the last level that was broken. This was the last level that was broken, so we'll mark out that level like this. Remember, this is an area, this is not a single line, it's an area, keep that in mind. Don't be dropping question asking me why did I draw that at that level. It's an area, it's not a single line. It's an area where price has been reacting to. So after the break, we expect price to pull back to the level. We expect price to pull back, come back for a retest before we get a continuation. So let's scale down to the 1 hour now and see the behavior of candles around that level. As you can see, price was respecting the level. You can identify multiple weak rejection, and after the break of that level by this candle, it wasn't a strong candle, but we had a break. So we expect price to pull back now. So this is what we expect. Let me mark out with arrows so that it will be more pronounced. So we expect price to pull back to that level for the retest before we get a continuation up. So this is what we are waiting for the pullback to happen so that we can get into the trade. So once the pullback happen, we'll take the buys here when giving the evidence through multiple weak rejection. 2 week rejection is okay. Stop loss below the key level for a continuation up. So all the pairs, the market is up, the market is bullish, so we're only looking for buys on all the pairs. So keep that in mind. So that's all the analysis that's the pre-analysis for the week. If you have any question, drop it in the comment section below. And as I said, if you want to be part of our trading community, chat me up, you get added to the group, and see you next time.